Police hunt for a killer when a teenage girl dies after a shooting in a suburban neighborhood.
Bullets littered the scene at Tyler's Creek Apartments on Wild Branch Road. Local 12's Joe Webb spoke with police. He joins us live in Fairfield Township. Joe?
Well, Rob, less than an hour ago, Fairfield Township Police released the names of the two victims. The 16-year-old girl who was shot and killed last night is Sydney Anice Garcia-Tovar. She died today from a gunshot wound to the head suffered last night. Also wounded was 21-year-old Joseph Goolsby. He was wounded in the arm and the leg. He is expected to recover. Both of those two folks are from Hamilton. No suspects identified yet as Fairfield Township launches a rare homicide investigation. It all comes after a violent night that frankly has some people rattled. Fairfield Township Police got the call about 10:30 last night. They rolled up on the leftovers of some serious gun violence. Shell casings from multiple guns, a bullet-riddled car that slammed into 3 parked cars.
We had several victims down, actually one female shot on the head and another male eventually returned to the scene. He fled and he was shot in the arm, and apparently that bullet also hit his leg.
The 16-year-old girl who witnesses say was in the driver's seat died today from her wounds. Police say 2 adults and 2 juveniles were in the car. No drugs were found in the car. Police will not say if any of the shots came from the vehicle. Their investigation is just beginning.
We have males being identified, we have cars being identified, but there's really no confirmation of any people in the neighborhood. Neighbors are not really necessarily cooperating or just didn't see anything. Those inside the vehicle are not necessarily cooperating at this moment in time or are not being truthful.
12 hours after the gunfire, Tyler's Creek seemed like any other townhome complex. Lots of children idling away another day of summer vacation. But underneath the routine and normal was an edge, sharpened last night just outside dozens of innocent people's homes.
I'm scared because those bullets could have went in anybody's house, in their door, and it's just too close. Like, you know, it's all these kids out here running. It's scary.
Now, police tell us that none of those 4 people, the 2 adults and 2 juveniles who were in the car, lived at Tyler's Creek. They said none of them were from Fairfield Township. Police aren't sure why they were there. Reporting live in Fairfield Township, I'm Joe Webb, Local 12 News. Rob?
Joe, thanks very much. Detectives want to hear from anybody who may know anything about who pulled the trigger. You can call Fairfield Township Detectives at 785-4178 if you know any information that may help them.